was in the exact same bed as yesterday. So I might get in a tree right in there somewhere and hope he comes back through this evening. Bet. I don't know what to do. There's deer sign in a few places and that camera has good pictures on it, but I don't know. Or good video of deer coming out in the beans every night almost. But it's really just not a good setup, so I wonder where I know there's big bucks hanging around. So I'd rather have a chance to shoot a buck and maybe shoot a doe than just go to a spot that only has does and small bucks, because there's no big bucks that I'd shoot on the camera. Maybe one, but that was like 2 weeks ago. But we'll see how this field looks and how this sign on this field edge looks before I make a final decision. But it's getting to that time where I need to start setting up, so we'll see. That hasn't been hit since this morning when it stopped raining. Either was that one. It may be hit tonight, but if I walk out tonight and they've been hit, I'm sitting on them tomorrow night, that's for sure. There's 2 doe already in the field. Way at the end, I may try to go stalk for them. I can close the distance pretty quick on them. Scoot around for a few minutes, maybe kill a deer real early. We'll see. I don't know yet though. Upon further inspection, they're both fawns, so I don't know that I want to go after them. It could just ruin my whole hunt if I do. So I'm gonna ignore them. Hope it doesn't bite me. So I'm gonna head in here into these woods and set up near where I jumped that buck on Tuesday. It's Friday now, so had a few days and it's a similar condition evening. So hopefully I can get one. I'm in the woods 10 yards. Look what I just almost stepped on. Almost stabbed my foot with it. Boys. That's a good one. I'd shoot that one. Nice. Need to stash it. That buck was in the exact same bed as yesterday. I bumped him again. I don't know. I can't hunt that buck in the evenings. I'd have to get in there in the morning. But now that I've bumped him twice, I don't know. I just don't know. It's definitely a northeast wind spot though for him. That's when he's there. So I don't know. Next time I get a northeast wind, I may try him, but he'll probably have switched by then. I'm not sure. I don't know what to do. Just jumped him again though, right where I wanted to set up. He didn't smell me. He just heard commotion and ran, so maybe I'll slip up in there and I hope he comes back this time. He ran a different way. He was down in this bottom, and instead of running up and over that way, he ran that way, which is up the drainage. So, and that corn is right there, and this green pasture's right here. So I might get in a tree right in there somewhere and hope he comes back through this evening, but I don't know. I don't know what to do. Well, I finally got set up here. I jumped that buck from right there. I'll probably show you this bed. This bed's right there. That's that green patch going out to the corn that way. It's a good evening. Such a debacle getting in here though. I'm set up over that buck's bed. He ran that way up this drainage. I'm hoping he'll come back or another one will come back. I made a lot of noise getting in here, so I don't know. But I don't know, we'll see. Some does may come through. A few squirrels running around in here. Again, I passed some really good sign that way, 100 yards, 115 yards. On the way here, there's a scrape that wasn't fresh enough this morning after the rain. Not too far from the highway, as you can hear. There's a trail coming down that ridge. And down this ridge right here. Almost eye level with me, so I'm gonna have to be ready. not crazy confident in this spot, but I feel like I have a good chance. There's good trails. Corn's right there, and I'm in an area with a lot of deer, so that's all you can ask for on public land. Just to be in an area with a lot of deer. I'm gonna sit out, shut up, just settle in the next few hours. That buck's got a nice bed right there. It's worn into the dirt like 3 inches. And you can tell he freaking lives there because he's untouchable. You can't come at him from the corn because he'll see you. You can't come at him from up these hills because he'll see you or smell you. You can see everything around him. It's like stadium ridge bedding. He's in the bottom. He's on the stage of the stadium just watching everything. You can't get after him. Anyways, I'm gonna get set up, get quiet, and we'll see what happens. Not too confident, but at least I'm in the woods. Oh, another thing. I left both of my headlamps back at the car. So, great. I'm gonna be relying on a phone light tonight, unless I shoot one, then I'll get down and go get it. Alright, I'll let you know if anything comes out. I've been trying to find any rubs on any trees around here, just from the tree here. I can't see a single one. It just goes to show that not all bucks rub very much. Because that's a mature buck, and there's not a single rub in this valley that I can see anywhere. Not a single one, so it's just something I observed. My wind is so perfect though right now. Like if there was a deer at the head of this drainage and he's coming out tonight, they're not gonna smell me. They might see me in this bare tree, but they're not gonna smell me. I'm excited. It is 5:15. Got about an hour and a half left to light. See if anything happens. I don't know why, I just don't feel confident in this spot anymore. I mean, I was never crazy confident from the beginning because there's not a ton of sign right in here. There's just where that buck's bedding. There's a ton of squirrels in here. But like I said, I don't know, I'm just not feeling this spot that much anymore. I'm just not that confident in it. I'm gonna stick it out till at least sunset, which is 15 more minutes. But I don't know, just something to do with those does being on the field already so early just makes me think they're hitting the beans and they're going to the north, not to this corn. I don't know. Just makes me think they're going to the beans and not the corn. Maybe they're both. Maybe they go to the beans and then they filter back towards the corn. I don't know. Maybe neither. Maybe they're just eating acorns and there aren't any right here, so. There's so many squirrels, just so many rustles, like, I can't keep up with it all. They're doing this, like, constantly. I look at every single sound. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't feel confident. Not in this spot anymore. I'd feel confident here in the morning. Catch mid-morning movement when they're bed switching. This just doesn't scream evening spot to me for some reason. Anyway, I'll let you know if I see anything, but if I don't, this will probably be the end of the video, or the end of this day. It's 6:17 right now. Like, at this point on Tuesday, I had already seen like 5 deer. So, I don't know, I just don't feel confident here. Probably gonna get down in 20 minutes or so, maybe a little later. Maybe, hopefully catch that bean field in the last bit of light, and then maybe see if there's stuff in it, or maybe shoot one as I pop out. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know, we'll see. Bet. Bet. I jerked the trigger on that, but it should be back long. Just listen. I just finished saying how I didn't have any confidence in tonight. I don't feel confident in this spot. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna slip down. I may go look at the arrow, I may not, but I want to give her some time and I gotta get all my stuff out anyways. Let's give a little better recap of what just happened. So I just finished talking about how I didn't really have much confidence, but I was gonna give it another 20 minutes, right? I'm standing here just like this, just standing and looking around, and all of a sudden the blue jay started going right over my shoulder right there. So I'm thinking, well, I probably better turn around. So I do this. She's standing right there at 15 yards looking up at me. I'm a huge proponent for camo, and I will always say that your camouflage doesn't prevent you from being seen, but it gives you more time after you've been seen, if that makes sense. And sometimes they just look right through you. So that's my thought process behind it. Because she saw me moving, but then she just gave up on me after 30 seconds. Like I was even able to move up and get my hand on the trigger of the camera and turn the camera on, but should be dead. We'll see. And for the record, just so we know, 18 yards. But I'm gonna get down and slide down and go look at that arrow. She ran off. I don't know if she went straight down or what, but I'm gonna go check the arrow out and give her a little bit of time though. If the arrow looks like liver, I'm gonna go to the car and give her some time. Cause I know it wasn't like shoulder. So we'll see. Go look at the arrow here. Oh, there it is. I was in the wrong place. She was right out on this trail here. Actually smell a little guts on that. Look at that right there. That first blood. It almost smells like guts a little bit, but there's definitely liver blood, if not more than that. So I'm gonna back out and give her a little bit. Oh yeah, it definitely got some gut in there. Some gut matter. There's also blood on the leaves here. It looks real bad. I don't know. There's a bunch of blood here too. I'm gonna get out of here and come back in a little bit. Just got back to the truck and reviewed the footage on the bigger camera that caught it, and definitely not near as close to the shoulder as I thought I was on that shot. She moved a little bit, and I also shot back, so that means I think it's just straight liver and stomach, which is a dead deer. I just got to give it a little bit of time, so I'm gonna wait a couple hours and head back in there. I'll probably go home and get something to eat actually, and head back in around 9 to 10 o'clock, and we'll see. Sucks, but should find it. It's just gonna be late night, and it's not how you want it. I thought I was close to the shoulder, but Guess not. So I'm gonna head home. It's already been an hour, so yeah. I may not even head home. I might just grab a drink at the gas station and a snack, and then come sit in the truck for 30 minutes, 45 minutes watching YouTube, and then come back in for, by then it'll be 3 hours. Oh no, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go home. Right. Well, it's right around 10 o'clock. I'm about to walk in. It's about a mile walk, so I got a little ways to go before I get there, and then by the time I get there, it'll be 4 hours since the shot. So hoping for a dead deer, hoping for an easy track job, but you never know with these things. So we're gonna just keep an open mind and do our best. All we can do is hope we find it, right? All right, I'm back at where the arrow is. Time to start searching. It's about 10:30 now. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm covering it. Oh, let me flip it over, whatever. Are you kidding me? Zero blood whatsoever. 100% just searching. Oh my God. I'm pissed. That is ridiculous. I'll get a better view. Here she is. Wow. That's the entrance. See, that ain't that bad. She's stiff. She died instantly. Oh my God. I gotta get this thing worked up quick. It's only like 65 degrees. Wow. Real quick. See what you can see. Let me drag her back. Well guys, this is not the way I wanted it for my first deer here in the Midwest. Yeah, I don't know what to say. The shot, honestly, wasn't bad. It just like an inch, 2 inches forward and she's dead in 50 yards and I got a good blood trail. As it was, I think I hit liver, stomach, and lung because she died almost immediately. She's stiff. And it's only been 4.5 hours. I don't know how long rigor mortis takes to set in, but more than an hour. So she's been dead a while. As the crow flies from the arrow, I'm 66 yards. That just goes to show, when in doubt, back out. I knew it was a liver shot. Everybody says it, and it's right. If you don't know about your shot, leave and come back later. They will be within 100 or so yards from where you shot them. Dang near every time, unless it's just wide open country, then they'll run into cover. But then you'll find them right in that cover. But oh, I got a lot of work to do. This stuff, I didn't film much of it because I'm literally crawling hands and knees to get in here. It is ridiculously thick. Like, this is the most open it gets when you're underneath these buckthorn trees. I think they're buckthorn. There might be something else, but when you're up underneath these trees, that's the most open it gets in here. It is ridiculous. But everywhere else is just dog hair thick. You got to crawl through it. The deer have tunnels just the size of a deer through this stuff, and you can't do anything. But thank you, girl. Sorry it wasn't a great shot. I got you, and the meat's gonna be just fine. So I'd show you the exit, but it's the exact same as this entrance here, just high and 2 inches further back, 2 inches far back. I did say already, there was not one drop of blood after that arrow. Not one. So I got lucky to find her. I'm glad I did. It's a good sized doe, not a giant doe, but it's probably a 1.5 year old doe, 2 years old doe. I'm happy with her. It's good meat. It's gonna taste real good. But I'm gonna get working on her, and I'll probably set the GoPro to do a time lapse, even though it probably can't see much right now, but oh well. Got her. All right. I just got a little bit pack up. The GoPro's at 1%. I'm gonna getting out of here. I'm gonna getting out of here. So I'll update you at the car, I guess. Made it to the road and dropped off the pack. Another quarter-mile to the truck. I just gotta get the truck to the meet and get out of here. Got it all out. It is, I think, 12:15 or so. I can't look at the time, but somewhere around there. But got everything back there, including this nice shed. I like that brass on there. Got all the meat. One thing I wanted to talk about is my goals for this season, and I never stated them yet on the channel, but they were I had two goals. One was to get a kill on camera for a video, and one was to kill a mature buck. So, one goal down, and I guess I got one to go. Got the rest of the season. It is October 4th. I got better part of 3.5 months to get my second goal completed, so stay tuned. In the coming episodes, I'm sure I will accomplish that goal. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. I gotta go to bed.